As odd as it might sound, I am a big fan of Yankee Candle, and today I'm going to try to save it. You might be thinking, Chris, why the hell are you doing a video on this? Well, the answer is marketing's my day job, I have ADHD, and I don't know how to stay in my lane.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Look, there are three main reasons that you should consider watching this video. 1, if you like Yankee Candle. 2, if you want a masterclass case study in great marketing. Or 3, you're sick and tired of all the repeated shit on YouTube and you want something that's not AI generated. Okay folks, I promise the next video will be nerd stuff. I do use playlists, you know. As a final note, Yankee Candle has in no way paid or endorsed me to do this video. I'm just a fan and also a hyper-opinionated smartass. So let's dive in. Yankee Candle has been in a bit of trouble lately. Following declining sales, they have announced massive layoffs, they have been closing stores, and as a matter of fact, I lost my own store nearby me, leaving me as one of their stranded e-commerce customers. And there's the rub. Scented candles and e-commerce go together about as well as peanut butter and anchovies. How are you supposed to sell a product based on smell over the internet and stand out from competition? From price and pictures alone, a Yankee Candle hardly seems like a good bargain. There are plenty of much cheaper candles out there that seem like a good deal. That is, until you smell them. Here's why I love Yankee Candles. They are the Jelly Belly of candles. Side note, Jelly Belly has also not paid or endorsed me to mention their product. If you, like me, are a jelly bean connoisseur, you know that outside of Jelly Belly, there's not much difference from one jelly bean to another. Some brands of jelly beans might be bigger, some might be softer, some might be crispier, some might be tougher, but they're all using the same generic candy flavors that have been around for about 100 years. In fact, the only way to tell a good jelly bean from a bad jelly bean is if they use lemon for yellow and lime for green. That's right, banana and green apple are terrible candy flavors. Fight me. Jelly Belly, on the other hand, has actual laboratories and people in lab coats with scientific degrees working very hard to ensure that crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, chewy little piece of candy actually tastes like whatever it's trying to imitate in the real world. In fact, part of the fun of Jelly Belly is biting into it and having your brain go, this really shouldn't taste like bacon, but it does. But what does this have to do with candles? Well, it's because Yankee Candles has the same position in their market as Jelly Belly has with candy. They offer a premium and diverse sensory experience. Most generic candles that you would find at a retail store smell like vanilla, lavender, or pina colada. But Yankee Candles, they smell like pink sands, Midsummer's Night, or Mountain Lodge. Oh, you don't know what a Mountain Lodge smells like? Well, it smells like this. Oh. Scent is a powerful sensory experience. Many studies have been done showing that smell, more than anything else, connects us to memories and experiences. The olfactory sensory neurons, high up inside of your nose, have a direct line connection to the hippocampus in your brain. Smells help you both form and recall memories in a powerful way. So yes, maybe that lavender candle reminds you of holidays at your grandparents' house. Maybe that pina colada candle reminds you of that crazy night out where your friends held your hair while you threw up in the toilet. Maybe that vanilla candle reminds you of, I don't know, that one guy you knew who always wore khakis and polo shirts. But Yankee Candles can remind you of places you've never been or experiences that you can almost recall but can't quite place. That's the problem, isn't it? If you go to a Yankee Candle store and you see something like Mountain Lodge and you think to yourself, what the hell does that smell like? Well, you can just go over and smell it. Oh yeah. But when you are shopping online, you have no way to know what that smells like. And so you're more likely to buy a candle that you think sounds familiar and you can kind of figure out what it smells like sugar, cinnamon, apple. Which is also good, but frankly a form of unnecessary torture if you're hungry. Likewise, if you are new to Jelly Belly, you might not be comfortable digging into a whole bag of chili mango without knowing what it tastes like. But luckily, Jelly Belly has you covered. You can buy variety packs with 50 different flavors of Jelly Bellies, each one labeled with what it is, so that you can help your brain as it struggles to rationalize the taste of popcorn but chewy. And yet, after all these years, Yankee Candle has yet to make a gateway product. You have literally dozens of scents to choose from, but no way to know which ones you'll actually like. Not to mention, these candles last a long time. So if you don't get one you like, you leave yourself with the choice of either suffering through the whole candle or feeling like you just threw a big fat wad of cash in the garbage. To keep up with our soulless age of e-commerce, Yankee Candle needs a way to bring back the in-store experience for new online customers. That experience of popping the top off of an enigmatically named candle like Black Sands and going, oh, well that's what that smells like. Oh yeah. Or, oh my God, who would ever want this? Is core to the Yankee Candle experience. The answer is simple. Yankee Candle needs to come out with seasonal sample packs. I'm talking 12 to 20 different varieties of candles that include both their seasonal offerings and traditional varieties mixed together. Skeptical? Let me explain. First, the samples should be tea lights, not those votive candles. I'm talking like this. These are the smallest version of the candles with the nice clear plastic setting. This keeps both the cost and the size of the package down. Secondly, the most important part of the Yankee Candle experience is the discovery of the scent. To preserve this, you need to make sure the candles come with a paper seal over the top. You can't use aluminum or cellophane or other plastics because they tend to have their own smell. It needs to be paper like what you often find on condiment bottles or over-the-counter medicine. On the seal, you need to have the name of the candle and a little bit of the art that people are used to seeing on the candles. Not to mention, that will let customers make their own little scent scrapbooks. Anyway, also, in these sets that you send out, you should include one of these. It's an extended neck Bic lighter. It makes lighting candles very easy, and you shouldn't count on Gen Zers or millennials having lighters. After all, smoking's not cool anymore. We have central heating and electric lights, so there's a good chance they don't have one. Also, you don't want them using a match to light these little candles. When you blow out a match, it produces a lot of smell from the smoke. And, theoretically, someone might still have a match these days. You just don't want them using it for these candles. Finally, to complete the Yankee Candle experience, you need to include in these sets a little collectible tea light candle holder. Because after all, it's not a Yankee Candle experience without all the little cutesy accoutrements. But please, hire a different product designer than whoever makes these insipid things. These should be fun, not remind you of your great aunt's hoard in the attic. Try Etsy, they have great designers. The final ingredient is the price. The goal is to make this something that is between $20 and $25. The key here isn't to make a profit. The point of this is to just break even and create a great product that introduces customers to the Yankee Candle experience. You should market this as your flagship to new customers online, but also to customers that you notice are buying the same candle over and over again. And if you don't have the data to tell you who that is, well, you have another problem. Also, I think the tagline for this ad campaign should be, "Smell what you're missing." Okay, YK, I'm talking directly to you now. Forget all that marketing crap about branding, demographics, following trends, and being fashionable. All that stuff has a time and place, but it's really overhyped. If you have a great product, the only thing you need to do is make it as easy as possible for as many people as possible to experience it. You won't win this fight trying to make candles that look prettier on Instagram. You won't win this fight pandering to target demographics that you don't understand. Most companies end up being offensive when they try. Let's face it, you are outpriced, outgunned, and old-fashioned, but your candles smell great. You win on providing premium and diverse sensory experiences. That's the ground you need to fight on. You'll lose on any other. Everything else is a fantasy that marketers make up to get you to pay them tens of thousands of dollars for a new logo. As a note, Yankee Candle has tried something similar. In 2001, they came out with their fragrance flights. These are kind of like beer flights. It's a product where you can pick from a range of scents to create your own little section of samples to try. There are several problems with these. First of all, they don't offer their full range of scents for you to actually try. They're restricted mostly to the easy to recognize stuff like lemon lavender. You're certainly not going to find Mountain Lodge. Also, 3 scents in a pack is hardly a sampler with all the different scents they have. So you're really not getting any of the full range of experience. Can you imagine Jelly Belly doing a 3-flavor sample pack? I can't. Finally, by letting people pick the 3 candles they want to order, you're creating choice paralysis, where the more choices you give a customer, the harder it is for them to make a buying decision, and not to mention that, again, they're going to still pick the most familiar scents, leaving you back with the same problem you had originally of having your entire range of wonderfully diverse candles go to waste. Look, someone who may not feel adventurous enough to pick Cliffside Sunrise on their own is certainly going to at least try it in a sampler pack. In other words, fragrance flights may give customers a chance to experience the quality of Yankee Candle products, but in no way does it enable people to actually experience the range and diversity of everything Yankee Candle has to offer. If Yankee Candle doesn't preserve the diverse range of experiences that they offer, they are going to become a commodity. And when they're a commodity, they lose to price. If you made it to this point in the video, there's a good chance you're a candle sniffer like me. Or at least curious about the vast world of the scented flame. Help me save Yankee Candle. Please post this video on the social media platform of your choice, tagging Yankee Candle. If you know anyone who works at Yankee Candle, please send it to them. If you have a friend who knows someone that works at Yankee Candle, you get where I'm going with this. I have put links in the description for different places to try and reach out to Yankee Candle. Let them know that we want this product and we want to see it happen. Listen, folks, if Yankee Candle doesn't do this, they're going to have one of those stupid MBAs breathing down their neck telling them they need to cut costs and maximize profits. They're going to eliminate all their different candles and just stick to the most generic ones possible. I've already seen it start to happen. And eventually, they're going to get bought out by a large consumer brand conglomerate like Johnson & Johnson or Procter & Gamble, and they're going to strip it of all the different quality and variety they have and just have the logo left over to sell it as a zombie product on the shelves of your local Walmart. So if you, like me, don't want to see that happen to Yankee Candle, then let's start a fuss. All right. Thanks for taking the time to go down this crazy little detour with me today. I promise we'll get back to more productive stuff at a later time. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy myself. There we go. Oh, actually, that really works.